Hi guys, welcome back to Money Experiment PH. This is Song. Today we are going to discuss investment features of GCash. To access Invest Money, you can click Invest Money icon here from this main page, or you can click Show More, then click Invest Money icon here. If you are new to invest money through GCash, you can just follow the instruction that will be shown in the page after you click the invest money icon. I'm going to focus on what this investment product is and how it works. After clicking invest money, you will see an overview of your GCash invest money, including breakdown of the investment and total market value of investments. You will see later that there is only one investment product available via GCash as of this recording, so technically this is the information of ATRAM Peso money market fund only. I hope there will be more available investment products in the future. You will also see pending orders, investment transaction history, and more details such as risk profile, which will be evaluated when you first enroll investment money feature. So let's take a closer look at what this ATRAM Peso money market fund is. ATRAM is the name of company that will manage your fund. Peso money market fund is a kind of mutual fund that invests only in highly liquid instruments issued in Philippine peso currency, such as cash, cash equivalent securities, and high credit rating debt-based security with a short-term maturity, normally less than 13 months. As a result, these funds offer high liquidity with a very low level of risk. I believe you have heard of higher risk, higher return, right? In this case, low risk, low return. We will see what kind of security or instrument this ATRAM Peso Money Market Fund invests in later. If you click View Details button here, you will see more detailed information about this product. There is a graph showing how 1 unit of investment performed. As you can see, the increase in the investment is quite stable and predictable. There is no dramatic fluctuation in the investment. That is why this is a suitable investment for conservative investors who prioritize preserving the money rather than taking more risk for expecting higher return. In this page, there are investment info, fund description, and risk classification, which shows conservative. Please note minimum investment amount is 50 pesos. As for me, I initially invested 100 pesos in GCash Invest Money. I think this is one of the biggest advantages of Invest Money in GCash, because if you check investment via other channels, most of the time minimum investment is several thousands. There is no minimum holding period. I will compute how profitable my investment is later, but it says here its past 1 year return is 3.5%. If you click Fund Performance here, you will see more about the fund and its performance in the past. It opens in a very small window in the mobile device, so I'm going to open it in my web browser on my computer so that we can see it with a bigger screen. Open ATRAM Peso Money Market Fund Key Information and Investment Disclosure Statement. This information is as of March 29, 2019 and is the most recent information posted in their website. Let's go through a quick overview of the fund facts. Classification: Money Market Fund. Launch date is December 16, 2013. Minimum investment is 50 peso. Additional investment is also 50 peso, so we can add money in multiples of 50 peso. The minimum holding period is none. Net asset value per unit is about 106 pesos. This is not really relevant as a customer because the minimum investment is 50, which means we can buy a fraction of the unit. Total net asset value is about 228 million pesos, which is total value of the fund. Dealing date is daily. Redemption settlement is trade date plus 1 business day. Note that for subscription and redemption, there is a cutoff time which is at 9 a.m. Meaning if the order or redemption is not made before the cutoff, expect the GCash amount to be debited or credited the next day. Do not fret if the amount still does not reflect in your GCash balance, as the processing time could take 2 to 3 business days. There is no early redemption charge, which makes sense as there is no minimum holding period. The expected return of this kind of money market fund is low, so it is critical to know how much fees will be charged. With that, let's go through with the fees. Trust fee is 0.12%, very minimal custodianship fees. The custodians are Standard Chartered Bank and Citibank. Also very minimal external auditor fees. The auditors is SGV and company. Other fees, transaction fees. I'm not so sure what these fees are, but very minimal. So in total, the fee is about 0.13%. So I have done some research and looked for other company money market fund and how their fees are. I'm going to show you 3 other companies' Peso money market fund for comparison. First, Security Bank Money Market Fund. As you see under the fund fact, the trust fee is 0.35% annually. Second, BPI Money Market Fund. The total of the fee is about 0.26% annually. Third, Sun Life Prosperity Money Market Fund. Assuming you are not redeeming early, meaning not including 0.25% early redemption fee, the total of the fee is about 0.4% annually. So as you can see, in comparison with other 3 money market funds, 0.13% fee of ATRAM is quite attractive and relatively cheap. Now let's try to look at the investment holdings of ATRAM and how its historical performance was. If you scroll down to the disclosure statement, you will see portfolio holding information. Time deposit from PNB, PS Bank, and Robinsons Bank, etc. So for example, ATRAM invested 9% of the fund money at 6% interest rate at PNB time deposit. And if you see the overall portfolio composition, about 99% of their investments are in time deposit and the rest are held in cash. When you subscribe and redeem your money, the money will most likely be coming from the cash portion. I remember that they used to hold other instruments such as Globe Corporate Bond and Philippine Treasury Bill, but recently it seems like all their investments shifted to time deposit. Maybe this is because the time deposit interest rate has become very high. I was very surprised. The interest rate is higher compared to the interest rate I see on the advertisement. As you can see, for example, in East West Bank's website, the interest rate do vary depending on the terms and amount of the time deposit, but the rates are all relatively low compared to the ATRAM's time deposit in East West Bank at 6%, which I think is possible because the banks may have preferential interest rate for corporate or fund customers compared to the retail customers, as they normally have bigger amount and more frequent transactions. Let's try to look at ATRAM's previous fund performance. Under cumulative performance section, the fund has benchmark of 30-day Philippine special savings rate. The benchmark basically serves as a target. As you can see in the graph, the benchmark and the fund performance have been almost the same historically. But recently, starting about second half of 2018, the fund has been outperforming the benchmark, which is probably because of their shift in their investment strategy, heavily focusing on time deposit. Let us now try to look at how my deposit in the ATRAM Peso Money Market Fund has performed. If you see the investment transaction history, my initial deposit was 100 peso on February 26, 2019, and after several months, it is now valued at 101.39 pesos. Let's open an Excel spreadsheet and see the simple computation of how my investment is doing. As you can see, date of investment is February 20, 2019. The date today, as of the date this video is being recorded, June 20, 2019. Period between initial investment and the date today is 129 days. Initial amount is 100 pesos. Initially, there was a fee of 0.13%, so the starting balance is estimated at 99.87 pesos. I'm not sure of the exact amount, but based on the computation, this should be close to this amount. Currently, the reflected value of my investment is at 101.39 pesos, so I have earned so far 1.52 pesos. Percentage return is at 1.52%, and if you analyze this, it is at about 4.3%. So according to computation, annualized return of 4.3%. And if you look at the portfolio holdings, it seems that the majority of their top holdings interest rates are close to 6%, which means by 2020, when the investment reaches its 1-year mark, it is possible that the actual return would be higher than the computed return right now, which is at 4.3%, as the fund performance recently is quite good. So lastly, I'm going to summarize the pros and cons of GCash investment. This review only covers ATRAM Peso Money Market Fund, as it is the only available investment option under GCash Invest Money. For pros, number 1, very easy to access via GCash app. Number 2, fee is very cheap compared to other Peso Money Market funds. Number 3, low minimum investment amount of 50 pesos. Number 4, low risk. For cons, it is inconvenient when you want to invest a big amount. It is because GCash maximum cash in and cash out is 50,000 peso daily, 100,000 pesos monthly. So if you'd like to invest 1 million pesos, for example, it will be hard because you would need to consistently do the transaction for several months due to cash in and cash out constraints. Number 2, as mentioned earlier, only ATRAM Peso Money Market Fund is available. I hope in the future there will be other kinds of investment options. So this is it for GCash Invest Money feature. We'll be back with GSave feature review soon. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe.